So I'm going to begin today's practice by lighting a candle. So if you have one on hand and you'd like to light one as well, feel free. Beginning our practice today, sitting up tall, closing the eyes, taking a few deep breaths. And allowing those breaths to be the guide to center yourself. And centering your consciousness in the heart, feeling a flame there. As you deepen the breath further to come into our practice today, this is a special way to live this day consciously, to remember this inner flame. Letting the soul guide you today. Om. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, fog out through the mouth. Keep the mouth open, fog in. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Let's focus on this breath, and if seated is working for you, then stay here. If you feel like you aren't ready to stay here for a longer period, come into child's posture. Be where you can to focus on cultivating this breath today. And as you're going through, really feeling that Ujjayi pranayama is so powerful. This is a breath that we can begin our meditations with. The quality of this breath is so rich and so even, allowing us to come to that center location, allowing us to sense the equilibrium that lives within us. And 7 more cycles of this breath. Be sure to build this breath from the bottom up on the inhale, and then on the exhale from the top down. At this time, we'll start to move the body. So let's find, we'll come to hands and knees. And let's begin right from here with the wrist. So we're going to lift one wrist and just move this wrist in circles. And then switch. Bring this hand down, move the other in circles. Setting the other hand down. Lift the right arm all the way upwards. And then exhale, bring the hand all the way down. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, bring the hand down. And the next inhalation, lift the right arm forward and the left leg forward into a spinal balance. And then on the exhale, bring the hand and the knee down. So we're going to create some little bit of a flow. So inhaling the left arm, right leg. Exhaling, bringing them both down. On the next inhale, lift the right arm. On the exhale, right hand down. Inhaling, left arm up. Exhaling, left hand down. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. And then let's continue again. So it doesn't matter which you start with. Try to stay organized in your own body. Right arm, right leg, left leg, or think about it a different way. Left arm, right arm. So just continue. We lift, alternate arm and leg, and then exhale. The other side. Exhaling. Inhaling one arm up. Exhaling, lowering. And just continue this. And as you're going through, feeling the body opening, waking up from your sleep, where maybe you have a shoulder rounding, or whatever sort of position you sleep in, you can sense that position as you're opening up parts of the body now. And as you're going through, letting the breath guide the movement. So the pace of the breath first, that's our first concern. Then the body is following the breath. A couple more rounds. And after that second round, we'll be meeting in child's posture. But if you feel ready to become more active and to get the muscle groups going, then feel free to find downward facing dog. We'll be here for about 5, 6, maybe 7 breaths. Let's come back to table posture if you aren't already there. And on the next inhalation, we'll lift the right leg behind, press through the heel. Now let's work with the ankle for a moment actually. So turn this foot around in circles. We'll turn it the other way. Keeping the arms straight, the fingers spread wide. We'll flex and point the foot a couple times. And then on the next exhalation, bring the right foot between the hands. Roll over the back toes. Lift the back knee off the mat to come into a lunge with the hands down. Be here for 2 more breaths. Now we're going to create a little bit of balance, and we're going to be in this balancing situation for maybe 2 breaths, so it's not long. So let's go ahead and inhale, rise upwards, take the arms up, bring the left leg forward, and then just kick it forward. Take a deep breath here. And if balancing is an issue, then just keep the foot close to the ground, and that's it. We're going to take that left foot behind, bring the hands down, left knee down, lift the right leg behind. Exhale, the right knee down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Focus on the ankle for a moment. First flexing and then circling. Okay, and we've circled, try to circle the other way. Flex and point. And then from here, we'll bring the left foot forward. Roll over the back toes. Find this lunge. This is where blocks come in handy if you're dealing with a lot of tightness in the low back, back of the legs. So always keep them handy if that's an issue for you. And we'll take another 2 breaths here. From here, you know where we're going. We're going to be balancing, even if it's just for a moment. It's a half of a breath. Inhale, lift the trunk. You might take the arms up or hands to hips. That's helpful for balance. Bring the weight forward into the left leg. Kick that right leg forward. This is a very strong posture. Good to wake up the body. Exhale, right foot behind, hands come back to the mat. Right knee comes down, lift the left leg behind, and then exhale, set the knee down. Now let's just go through this 2 more times. This is going to really warm up the body so we can do other things with it. So the next inhale, lift the right leg. On the exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Roll over the back toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, kick the left foot forward, and that's it. Then step the left foot back. Exhale, the hands down. Left knee down, right leg lifts behind. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot between hands, roll over the back toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, kick the leg forward. Step it back. Exhale, hands down, right knee down, left leg lifts. Now you could take one more cycle on your own or come into a different posture or rest. And after that, we will meet in child's posture or downward facing dog, about 5 breaths or so. Clear breath, letting that exhalation come out through the mouth, making sure we don't hold on to anything used up. And we let that go so we can have that next fresh breath and fill up with what the body does need. And I broke into a nice little sweat there. Good way to start the morning. Get the body and mind ready for the day. So let's rise up at this time to table posture. And then we're going to find downward facing dog so that we can float the feet forward to the top of the mat. And if you want to linger in downward facing dog, I can sense it feels really good for me at this moment. You might stay there, and then in at least a couple breaths we'll be meeting forward fold. Once you're there, you might separate the feet depending on how much tightness you're feeling there. You might clasp elbows with arms. Eventually let the head go heavy. So if you're looking between the feet, you're controlling the neck. So if you let go completely of the head, then you're looking naturally past the knees. And with that, you'll start to feel differences in the back. And if the feet are closer together, actually spread them apart so we can find a squat. So once feet are there, we'll release the arms down and then begin to lower the hips. I noticed the other day, it's been a while since I've been squatting, so remembering postures, preventing them from fading away from our memories. It's really important because otherwise we'll forget about parts of the body. We want to remember the whole body. So then maybe taking knees and spreading them apart with the elbows, lowering the hips if possible. If you have to keep the hips up, that's fine. But maybe we'll create some resistance between the arms and the legs, get the inner thighs activated, and then relax the inner thighs and push the legs out with the arms. So if you're going to do that, that's going to help quite a bit with releasing the hamstrings and the inner thighs. And so maybe do this a few more times and get that stuck tension out of the body little by little, day by day. And we'll bring the hands down, lift the hips, straighten the legs maybe. We're going to come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up, reaching arms upwards. Pull the pelvis in. And then we'll bring hands together, thumbs into the heart center. And let's step the left foot to the back of the mat, bringing the arms to a T. Let's work on the upper body a little bit too. So right from here, lower the arms down And then inhale, take the arms upwards. Let the head come back. Exhale, palms together, thumbs into the heart center. A few more of these, finding some motion in the arms and the shoulders. Now we're going to find eagle arms. Garudasana, just with the arms. Reach the arms upwards. Exhale, cross one elbow in front of the other. See if you can wrap forearms around each other. If not, then you can be right here or right here, depending. You can bring tops of hands to push into each other, or wrapping forearms, palms pushing into each other. Now, if you're pushing them in, you're going to feel the outer shoulders engage. Now relax that tension and then push back in, or that pressure. Relaxing the arms, the hands, pushing the hands into each other. Let's do this once again. Getting rid of stuck tension there. Take the elbows forward and upwards. You can gently push the hands into each other. And then let's begin to fold here. So we'll lower the trunk down. Maybe bend the knees if that feels right to you. But keep the hands away from the face. So we're trying to take hands downwards. And then see if you can release the head again. It's a little harder here. The arms are kind of in the way. Now you might shift the toes inwardly. And we're going to start to rise. You can bend the knees to unroll the spine. I find that easier to come up from here. Now pay attention to the elbows. Which one is closer to the chest? We're going to alternate now. Take the arms, reach them upwards, palms together in towards the heart center. A couple more of these. Okay, when you're ready, you'll find the opposite elbow closer to the chest. Wrapping arms around each other, finding the hands to each other. Hopefully you can get there. If not, you can push the elbows into each other too. So see where you can go, and then create some resistance a few times. You'll sense which one is more active, the left or the right outer shoulder. It's the elbow that's closest to the chest. You're going to feel more in that one. Okay, and then when you're ready, elbows forward and up, a little bit of pressure on the hands. Exhale, fold forward. One more breath. Bend the knees, unroll the spine. Take the arms and a couple circles, bringing hands together and drawing them in. Okay. Next time you reach the arms upwards, on the exhale, take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, look upward. Before you fold, relax this, but keep the hands together. And then inhale, shoulders back. Let's do this a few more times. Exhale, relax the shoulders, relax. Bring the head to center. Again. Let's do this one more time. Inhaling, chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward. Wide leg forward fold, letter C. 2 more breaths. Exhale, lowering the hands. Now, if you'd like, you can take a vinyasa from here. So we're going to walk hands forward, stepping the right foot back, lowering down. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We'll be finding a pigeon's posture here. So if you'd like to go to your back, you can, but it won't be too long. So we're going to inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right hand, left leg slides back. Look for a back bend just for a nice breath, pressing into the fingers to lift the trunk. Exhale, lowering down. Seven full deep breaths. And we'll start to rise up. See if you could bend the back leg and then grab a hold of that foot with either arm. Check in with the right arm, might be easier. Check in with the left arm. But wherever you are, see if you can pull that left shoulder blade into the back and let that foot push into the hand to open this area. And then release. Come out of this. We're going to take that right leg behind if that feels right, and then start with the left leg. So maybe downward facing dog again, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left hand, right leg slides back, and then folding. And this is a shorter practice, so if you ever can sense that a certain part of the body needs a little bit more time and space and attention, then see if you can get that and make it a priority. 5 more breaths here. Oh, we had that back bend, didn't we? And then we'll take a few breaths. Okay, when you're ready, start to rise. Maybe staying in a back bend, or maybe bending the back leg and then finding hand to the foot, pushing the foot into the hand. And releasing. Okay, maybe left leg behind and hands and knees. And now we're going to come to seated. Sitting up tall with the hands to the knees. Rotating the shoulders in circles a few times. And we'll take shoulders up, back, down. Drop the chin. Let the head go, full breath. Couple circles with the head. We'll go one way for 2 circles, and then the other way for 2 circles. Bringing the head to center. Tilt the head to one side. Press that other shoulder that you're moving away from. Press it down. Maybe a circle or 2. Bring the head to center. Over to the other side. Roll the shoulder. Settle it down. And bring the head to center. We're going to rest just for a moment. So if you can, come all the way down to the back and just spread out, release, relax. Go there. If you feel like you want to stay in seated, you can, although it is advised traditionally to take Shavasana to deactivate completely. So even if you go there for 30 seconds or so and then rise to come to a seated meditation, you can. But go with what feels good to you at this time and just see if you can totally let go. Maybe take a clearing breath out through the mouth. Releasing now, resting completely. Now, we're going to come to seated when you're ready. And if you feel like you can stay in Shavasana longer and you'd like to do that, stay there. Now we'll come to seated. We'll bring the hands together. At the beginning of our practice, we set the intention internally that we want the soul to guide us today. So let's just close our practice by internally or even externally stating, I and the soul are one. I and the soul are one. I and the soul are one. I, the soul, will use the personality this day in love and service. Taking a breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. We'll close with the sound of Om. Breathing in. Om. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you. That is the same light in me. Namaste.